One morning, Jade Logan woke up and tried to log into the YouTube channel she'd spent 6 years of her life building. 34 million subscribers. Gone. Not hacked. Not glitched. Not a server error. Locked out. By the one person on Earth who knew exactly how much that channel meant to her. The man she had loved. The man she had married. The man whose name was quietly on everything. The house, the brand, the bank accounts, and who is now apparently done playing nice. And here's what makes this story different from every other messy celebrity divorce you've ever heard about. This wasn't just a marriage falling apart. This was a business empire built on a secret, slowly being torn in half. And both of them were willing to burn it all down to win. Welcome back to Daily Crime Case, the channel where we dig into the stories that keep you up at night. The ones that make you question everything you thought you knew about people. I'm glad you're here. And if you're new, hey, stick around, because today's case, it has everything. Love, money, betrayal, a secret that held together a multi-million-dollar empire for years, and the moment that secret stopped being worth keeping. Before we get into it, real quick, if you haven't subscribed yet, now would be a great time. Hit that subscribe button and tap the bell so you never miss a case. We drop new stories every week, and trust me, you do not want to fall behind. Also, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, where are you watching from, and what time is it there? I love knowing where in the world this community is tuned in from. All right, let's get into it. Because this story starts like so many great disasters do, with two strangers meeting online. Picture this. It's somewhere around 2015, late night, the kind of late where normal people are asleep and the rest of the world belongs to gamers. Jade Logan is in her headset, deep in a match, doing what she does best. Playing, streaming, building a following one viewer at a time. She's good. Not just decent, actually good. Sharp reflexes, quick humor, the kind of screen presence that makes people hit follow without even thinking about it. She's growing. Slowly, but she's growing. And then in a game lobby somewhere in the digital universe, she runs into a guy. Let's call him Marcus Cole. Now Marcus is smooth. Like dangerously smooth. The kind of guy who could say the wrong thing at exactly the right moment and somehow make it land perfectly. And that's exactly what he did. He sent Jade a message. A line so ridiculous, so absurd, so completely unhinged that instead of blocking him, she laughed. We can't repeat it word for word here. But let's just say it involved broken glass and a walkie-talkie, and it was absolutely, 100%, the last thing she expected to read at midnight. And somehow it worked. They started talking, night after night, the way you only talk to someone when you're both hiding behind usernames and the world feels a little less real. They talked about games, about content creation, about what it actually takes to build something online. Marcus wasn't just charming, he was smart. He understood the internet. He understood what people clicked on, what they watched, what made them subscribe. He thought in systems, in strategy, in numbers. Jade was the talent. Marcus was the architect. They just didn't know it yet. What started as late-night gaming sessions slowly became something more. A friendship, a partnership, a connection neither of them had planned for. And then Marcus had an idea. It was simple, almost too simple. Here's how Marcus laid it out. He would play the games, record the footage, edit it down, then send it to Jade, and Jade would watch it and react. On camera, live energy, genuine responses, her face and her personality, front and center. She would be the face of the channel. He would be the engine running behind it. And everything, the ownership, the revenue, the rights, would be split. 50-50. Equal partners. A secret arrangement. Hidden from the audience, hidden from the internet, hidden from everyone. As far as the world was concerned, Jade Logan was a gaming content creator who played and reacted to games live. The reality? A little more complicated. Now, was this genius? Absolutely. Was it deceptive? That's a conversation for another day. Because what happened next made all of those questions feel almost beside the point. The channel blew up. Immediately. Viewers loved her. Her reactions were magnetic, funny, expressive, real. Comments flooded in. Subscribers poured through the door. Brand deals started knocking. So they did it again. Another channel. Same formula. Different content. That one blew up too. Then they pivoted. Gaming was great. But reaction content? That was everywhere. TikTok was exploding. The short-form video era was here, and Jade and Marcus saw it coming before most people did. So they shifted the main channel. Jade would watch TikToks, viral moments, trending clips, and react. Still her face, still her energy, still Marcus quietly making sure the machine kept running. The numbers climbed and climbed, until one day, Jade Logan's main YouTube channel crossed 34 million subscribers. For a while, it was everything Marcus and Jade weren't. Just business partners anymore. They were in love. Deeply, genuinely in love. The kind that sneaks up on you because it started as something else. A game lobby, a stupid joke, a midnight conversation. And before you knew it, you couldn't imagine the story without the other person in it. They got married, they bought a house. Not just any house. A $7 million house. The kind with a driveway that makes your jaw drop, and rooms you forget you own. The brand deals were rolling in. The YouTube ad revenue was staggering. They had built, from nothing, from a game lobby and a wild idea, a genuine media empire. And then Jade won a Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Award for gaming. Let that sink in. A Kids' Choice Award. The Orange Blimp. The Slime. One of the most recognizable awards in youth entertainment, and her name was called. From a random online game match to a nationally recognized creator. From a midnight pickup line to a $7 million home. It was, by every measure, a success story. If you're still watching, drop a clue in the comments right now, because I need to know you felt that. The rise, the love, the success. Because what's coming next? It hits different when you know how good things were. Nobody ever announces when things start going wrong. There's no moment where someone looks at the camera and says, "This is where it fell apart." It just happens, quietly at first, in the gaps between conversations, in the silences that used to be comfortable and suddenly aren't. Whatever the reason, and we may never know the full truth, Marcus and Jade's marriage began to crack, and eventually, it shattered. They went public with the news the way creators always do, through their content, through their platforms, with that careful blend of honesty and performance that comes with living your life online. We broke up. He broke up with me. We still have a house. We have a house together. He doesn't want to leave. I don't want to leave. 2 people, 1 house, $7 million of shared real estate, and years of shared secrets, and absolutely nowhere to go. For a moment, it seemed like maybe they could handle it. Maybe they'd be the rare exception, the couple that breaks up gracefully, separates professionally, keeps the business intact. They were not that couple. Then she allegedly created several new spin-off channels using the company name they had built together, without looping him in. Then things got personal. They had co-owned an Instagram account together. Part of the brand, part of the empire. One day, Marcus went to log in. He couldn't. Jade had allegedly changed the password, locked him out. Just like that, one half of a partnership erased from one of their own accounts. But it didn't stop there. According to the lawsuit, Jade allegedly removed hard drives and phones from the house. Devices that contained company data, content, footage, the raw material of everything they had built, gone. Now Marcus had been patient, or at least he'd been quiet. But there's a limit to how long someone watches their livelihood get stripped away before they do something about it. And Marcus, he knew exactly which button to push. He logged into the main YouTube channel, the one with 34 million subscribers, and he changed the password. Jade was out. 34 million subscribers, years of content, a brand that had won awards and generated millions of dollars, held hostage by a password. Both of them locked in a standoff, neither willing to blink first. The audience had no idea. The subscribers kept watching. The ads kept running. And somewhere in that $7 million house, 2 people who had once built an empire together were now using it as a weapon against each other. This is the part where I need you to weigh in, because this is not a clear-cut situation. Comment below right now. Team Jade or Team Marcus? Did she cross a line first by going after the brand deals and the social accounts? Or did he go nuclear by locking her out of the channel that her face built? I genuinely want to know what you think. Drop it in the comments. Read what other people are saying, because this case, it divides people every single time. Eventually, the devices were returned. Marcus let Jade back into the YouTube channel, a temporary ceasefire. But some things once said can't be unsaid. Some lines once crossed can't be uncrossed. And Marcus wasn't done. He filed a lawsuit, and the complaint he filed paints a detailed picture from his perspective of what he says really happened behind the scenes of one of YouTube's biggest channels. His core argument is this: he was never just a boyfriend or a husband riding on Jade's fame. He was a co-founder, a co-owner, the architect of the entire operation. Strategy, his footage, His behind-the-scenes work, none of it exists. The 34 million subscribers, the brand deals, the awards, the house, all of it built on a foundation he helped lay. And so when Jade started making money from the brand, from the channels, from deals that used the name and the audience they built together, and cut him out of that revenue, he says that's not a personal dispute. That's theft of partnership assets. The lawsuit challenges her ability to keep monetizing what he claims is a jointly owned business. It demands his share of the revenue. It raises questions about the house, about the company, about every channel under their shared umbrella. What's at stake here isn't just money, though the money is enormous. We're talking about a brand that generates millions of dollars a year, a content library with hundreds of millions of views, channels that continue earning ad revenue every single day this lawsuit sits unresolved. And here's what makes it genuinely complicated. Most of this arrangement was never formally documented. No official business contract. No signed partnership agreement. This was a deal built on trust, and now that the trust is gone, both sides are left arguing over what was real and what was assumed. As of now, the lawsuit is still pending, and Jade, she hasn't publicly responded yet. Here's what I want you to think about for a second, because this isn't just a story about two people and a messy divorce. This is a story that is playing out in slow motion all over the internet, right now, in ways most people never see. Every day, creators build things together. Friends, couples, siblings, roommates. They start a channel on a handshake. They split the work informally. One person is the face, one person is the engine. It works until it doesn't. And when it doesn't, there's no contract to fall back on, no legal structure to untangle. Just two people pointing at the same thing and saying mine. The internet has created a new kind of wealth, massive, fast-moving, and almost completely unregulated in terms of how it's shared between the people who create it. And the law is still catching up. Marcus and Jade's case might actually set a precedent. How do courts value the face of a channel versus the brain behind it? If the audience follows her, does that mean she owns more? Or does the person who built the system, created the content, designed the strategy, does he own an equal share regardless? These are not simple questions. And the fact that a YouTube channel with 34 million subscribers is now at the center of a legal battle tells you everything you need to know about where we are right now as a culture. Fame is a business, and businesses have paperwork. Or they should. Marcus filed the lawsuit. Jade got her access back. The house sits there, $7 million of shared history and unfinished business. The channels keep running. The subscribers keep watching. And somewhere in the middle of all of it, two people who once laughed together in a game lobby at midnight are now letting lawyers do the talking. We only have his side of the story right now. We don't know what Jade is going to say when she finally speaks, but something tells me when she does respond, she's going to react the way she always does, with the whole world watching. If you made it this far, thank you. Genuinely. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell and leave me a comment with your answer to this. What do you think Jade's side of the story looks like? Because there are always two sides, and part 2 might change everything.